know we're running behind time, so I'll be quick. Thank you to everyone who is still here. I know we've lost some people, so I appreciate it. It's a long day. Happy that you guys are all still here. Does anybody need to get like their wiggles out? That's what I do with my kids. So everybody just stand up and get your wiggles out. So, my name is Leslie Prosco. I wrote this book here. It's called Instagram Moms Are Full of Shit. To help mom. Yes. So this book, I've won a couple of awards. So I won the International Impact Book Award in 2025. And then in 2026, I won the Distinguished Favorite for the Independent Press Awards. And I was like, no one's ever called me distinguished before. So I've actually, because I won the International Impact Award, I'm up for Author of the Year. So at my table back here, I have a QR code. So if you want to scan it and vote for me, help a girl out. Thank you. So, can I get a show of hands for all the moms in the room? Beautiful. So I see all of you, Mom and Ain't Easy. So that means that the rest of you that didn't raise your hands, I see you too, because some of you have decided not to have kids, and all the power to you. And some of you may have wanted kids, and for whatever circumstance, it didn't happen. So I see you too, because being a mom doesn't necessarily mean that you had to have the baby. There's stepmoms, there's foster moms, there's aunties, there's grandmas, there's all the different people that are in a child's life is still in my realm of mom. All right, so the truth is that probably every single woman in this room has been asked at some point, when are you having kids? They don't ask, do you want kids? It's always, when are you having kids? Or how many kids do you want? Or if you've got just boys, oh, are you trying for a girl? Or if you've got a girl, or are you trying for a boy? And it's like, no, I'm not. The best part is like, they try to give you the advice, like, oh no, you're not getting any younger. You're like, thanks. Your biological clock is ticking. You're like, thank you. I think I just heard my eggs shrivel up. Great. I mean, historically, women's only value in life was to have children. Back in the day, you were literally like sold off to your husband, have all the babies, take care of the house. That was your lot in life. Well, it's not like that anymore. I'd like to say, well, most parts of the world, it's not like that anymore. Unfortunately, the world is not a great place in some places. So my point here is that even before you have children or decide not to have children, there's mom shaming. And I'd like to make it abundantly clear, as to somebody who had to do fertility treatments myself with my first child, not all women who don't have children chose not to. So I think that's a big thing. I think a lot of people that have no children, they're looked at as selfish, or they're looked at as, oh, like you chose something over being a mom. Well, it's not always their choice. And so I'd like to keep that perspective, because I got asked a ton of times of, when are you having kids? We've been married for a few years. And it's like, well, we've been trying. And you just say, when it happens. So it's like that perspective of not everybody who doesn't have kids, that was their choice. So then there's those, you finally do get pregnant. And people feel the need to criticize everything. Everybody has an opinion. And you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. You do one thing, they say that you should have done it this way. You do another thing, oh, you're doing that wrong. And I didn't agree with that. They'll criticize you if active or not active enough. If you gained too much weight or too little weight. If you drink coffee or eat sushi. If you had natural childbirth or got medications or a C-section. They'll say that you cheated somehow. Like that's a thing. Whether you breastfeed or give formula, whether you sleep train, co-sleep, give your kid an iPad, stay at home, or go back to work. Someone has an opinion on every single thing you do, and they don't even have to know you. So let's be real, mom shaming isn't a new phenomenon. It's been around since the beginning of time. I'm sure cave women were like, oh my God, I can't believe she fed her kid saber-tooth tiger. But it used to be a little more behind closed doors. Like, go talk shit about me in your own house. As long as I don't know, I'm fine with it. But then we got social media. And social media is great for a lot of things, but it's also really bad for a lot of things. So all of a sudden people could just pass judgment on you anonymously. You know, the world got really mean. And to me, it seemed like there was a shift kind of around like that COVID time. The world got very divided. People got on like this side or this side. This isn't a political thing, but I do believe that it had to do with Trump getting in the first time. Because he was arguably one of the most influential people in the world, and he would go on, he got kicked off of Twitter several times actually, because he would criticize anybody who disagreed with anything that he thought. And those people were all out there. There's been people like that that have disagreed their whole lives, but all of a sudden, Trump gave them this power or this entitlement to get their opinion out there, and that their opinion mattered. And you know what? Everybody is entitled to their opinion. You are entitled to not agree with how other people do things. You are entitled to not want to do that with your own family, but you are not entitled to be an asshole. Then all the mom groups are like, they're full of these, you were doing it wrong, you should have done it this way. There's no support. It's not, women generally go on there to talk to other moms because they're trying to figure it out. You're not given a manual when you get sent home with your baby. You are sent home with this tiny thing that depends completely on you to keep it alive, and it's a big old game of winging it. No matter what people say, your parenting books like to tell you, here's the only way you can do something, and then you feel like a failure when it doesn't work for you or your family. Well, I have 2 kids, and I have to parent them differently. So if I can't even parent my own kids in my own home the same way, then how are we expecting the entire world to fall into this box? There's different cultures. There's generationally, we've all parented differently. You know, we all think that we can do it better than our previous generation because you pick the things that you didn't like about it and then you try it again. The world is changing. Nobody's ever going to get it 100% right, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to not know what you're doing. It's okay to admit that it's hard, because it is hard. It's okay to not have your shit together all the time, because nobody does. So there's this illusion on social media that, you know, like we have to be perfect, and there's the girls with their hair curled and their full face of makeup, and you know, like their white kitchen with their baby that eats broccoli. And you're like, what? Like, I haven't showered in a week, and I don't remember like the last time I slept through the night. Like, I think it's been years. So it's like, why are we trying to portray that? Why? What is the point? It's okay to admit that it's not easy, and there's gonna be days that you don't like. That's fine. There's gonna be days where like success is just that everyone is alive at the end of the day, and you'll try again tomorrow. You know, and admitting that you're overwhelmed at times, admitting that it's hard, doesn't mean that you don't love your children. It just means that you're human, and that these are other humans that you're trying to figure out, while they're also trying to figure out you. So we were told that we need this village to raise a child, but when did this village become so judgy? Well, the world got mean, and I didn't like it. So that's why I love events like this, because it's full of women that just want to be better, to be around each other, to encourage each other. We need to be the women that build each other up, not drag each other down. We need to support each other. And at the end of the day, every mom, minus the ones that are actually harming their children, so put that little caveat in, are just doing their best. If everyone is happy, healthy, and alive at the end of the day, that is success. So I just want to say, like, to all the moms, to all the aunties, to the friends that have the kids, you guys are doing a great job. And just do you and enjoy it, and I am proud of all of you.